Where are you going? Going so fast tonight. Have you ever stopped beside the road to smell the rose of life? Take a breath now. Don't hold it in too long, 'cause you might end up missing out on life's short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. You've got one life to live, don't let it go. Can you let go of it all tonight? Or will you decide to push on through and ignore the words inside? Take a breath now, don't hold it in too long, 'cause you'll find you're missing out a life's short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let it go. Got one life to live.
Hello, testing 1, 2, and 3. OBS is good to go. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Stream is ready to go. All my stuff is ready to go. Alright. Once again, welcome to the stream, everybody. And we are here at Philadelphia. Only flew out of this airport a few times, and be interesting tonight. It is a pretty weird departures. There's no standard like SIDS. It's very, very weird. One of those airports where it's very weird. Your only SID is basically the Philadelphia one departure. I think that's what it's called. Josh, hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Kevin Alcantara, hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys can make it. I gotta get my charts good to go, and we'll be about ready to get out of here. So I got all the charts updated just in case there were any updates. We're flying the MD-80 tonight, and I think we might fly the 7. I don't know. We might fly the 747. I don't have any checklist for it. I'll see if I can find one at our cruise. Well, this first flight's not gonna be long. It's only gonna be about an hour 35 minutes. The second flight is going to be from John F. Kennedy to Atlanta, so that's going to be about 2.5 hour flight. That's why I want to do that in the 747. Plus, I want to do the 747 for some time now. So we're going to go in here to find the MD-80 charts, and we'll take that. It's going to take us time to load, and we're going to go and open up the Philadelphia charts. So, flying the MD-80, as you guys I haven't noticed. Flying the Rotate MD-80. It's been a while since I have flown that plane on stream, and so I can get another flight in it. Just like O'Hare. I mean, like the airport's just like O'Hare? I have no idea. Alright, so we are going to be on the Philadelphia 1 departure is going to be the departure for tonight. And it's a very weird departure because there's no other departures. No, like, you know, something 2 departure, something 5, you know, whatever. Very strange. But I know how to fly these departures. They're pretty easy. Alright, so we're going to find the Boston stuff, and then we're going to open up as that. Boston arrival. We're going to be on the Roebuck arrival, Roebuck 2 arrival. We're going to open up that one. And we're going to open up page 2, and we're going to open up page 3, why not? That'll give us all the information for the arrival. Since it's been a while since I've flown on the East Coast, we're going to open up all that stuff. And we're going to see what where Boston is landing tonight, since they do have an ATIS right now. So they are going to be ILS runway 15 right, approach in use. Do I have that? Yes, I do. Alright, let's go take 15 right. And departing runway is 9er, so they're only landing 1 runway, so it's not that bad. O'Hare just has 1 also. Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah, the O'Hare what? Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now. I was kind of like, what? Alright, so there we go. And we're opening up the Boston ground. Alright, so that is all of our charts right there. And we'll get to the MD-80 and we'll start getting things started. So we've been sitting here at the gate for a while. I've been getting some stuff ready. I actually took a quick shower and everything. Because why not? Alright, so we're flying the American MD-80. What are you going to be flying? We're flying the MD-80, Jake. And it's be obviously, as you can see, the American livery with the new American livery on it. So pretty cool stuff. Turn the music down low. Oh, it's O'Hare 2 SID, yeah, something like that. But it's been a while since I've flown over here. I need to fly back into Chicago. Chicago's a fun airport to fly in and out of. All right. So we are gonna get things started here. We're gonna pause the music here, and we're gonna go and get things started. So all we hear is the plane and basically my voice. I'm flying from Cord to KMSP. Nice. Are you actually on Vatsim right now doing that? Oh, yep, there you are. Yep, Cord to MSP. Nice. What are you flying? 737? Yep. 738. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get the pre-flight cockpit safety section now. I think I know where everything is on this plane, but I feel like there's gonna be some things that I'm gonna be rusty at, and I guess bear with me here. Some of my views are a bit zoomed in. I'm just gonna fix that real quick. I think it was just because of the what was it? The change in my field of view distance, so that's all changed. But I think for the most part, everything should be basically set up the way it's supposed to. Yep, alright, we're good. Okay, so park brake is set, battery switch is going to be coming on. Battery switch is on, engine igniters are off, windshield wipers are off, landing lights off and retracted, flood position lights, nav anti-collision lights, all stuff is good, radar is off. APU external power will be, we're going to go and get the APU on, we're not going to do external power, we're going to get the start pump turned on. And we're going to get the APU, turned on to hold on start. Bring it back to run. Basically, I'm going to have the APU start up here. And we'll watch the APU gauge there. I can help you figure. I think for the most part, I'm familiar with the MD80. There's like some things I think the most part, well, most of it I already pretty much got. There's like some things I forget to do, but that's what charts are for. So APU is going to take its time to start up, as MD80 always does. So our route is going to be fairly straightforward. Not the most difficult route. Iago Souza, hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to send in our flight plan already. We're just going to go and get that sent in while the APU gets started up here. And departure is going to be Philadelphia. We're gonna destination is gonna be JFK, or not JFK. What am I talking about? Boston, and the alternate we're just gonna put Boston. Flight level is gonna be 230. True airspeed we're gonna leave as is. Departure time we're gonna leave as is. Flight time is roughly about an hour 35 minutes. Got about 2 hours and 35 minutes of fuel on board, roughly. We're going to be on the ditch. We're going to be direct to ditch with the vectors out of Philadelphia. We're going to enter the Juliet 225 airway, and then we're going to depart the Juliet 225 airway via John F. Kennedy Airport, and then we're going to be on the Roebuck 2 arrival into Boston. So I'm going to go put it on transmit and receive, and we got a new subscriber. Diego Souza, thank you for the subscription, man. Very much appreciated. And let's see, ditch to Juliet 225, JFK, Roebuck, stuff is good, Squawk Box, TCAS, send. And there's some ATC on here in Philadelphia, so it's pretty cool. And New York Center just got online, and Philadelphia is good to go as well. WWE Fan Nation, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yes, it has been a while. It has been a while since I've seen you around. Get the APU buses turned on. APU air is on, pneumatic press is checked, cockpit flood as required, display intensities, just go and get those turned up, so go and get rid of that. Display intensities turned up, get our FMCs turned up, and we should be good to go for that. Emergency lights, those things, those are, emergency lights is kind of one of the things that I always forget where they're at. Emergency lights. I don't know why, but I always forget where the emergency lights are, but I think we'll probably skip that. I'll probably come across it sooner or later. Yeah, that's alright, whatever. Emergency lights, cabin signs will be coming on. The cabin signs... Oh god, I forgot where a lot of these things were. This is the thing about the MD80. Oh, there they are right there. And there's the emergency lights too. There we go. That's the only thing about the MD80 is everything's scattered all over the place. But that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it challenging. Fuel pumps and cross feeds are off. Cockpit safety inspection checklist complete. Cockpit preparation instinct selectors are off. Annunciator lights, for instance, skip that. Cross feed valves are going to become open. Air conditioning supplies are coming on to auto. Windshield and NEI switches are set. Whatever. Yaw damper is coming on. Heart switch is auto, landing gear lever is down and locked, engine oil temp and quantity. Engine oil temp and quantity looks good to me. And spoilers are down, flaps and slats are up and retracted. Hydraulic trans and auxiliary pumps are now off. There we go. Primary stab trim test, secondary stab trim not going to do, don't worry about that. Toe trim calculations will be set once we get the FMC set up. Cabin pressure control will be set to auto for us. Fuel control or fuel shutoff levers are down and off. Takeoff warning thrust, not going to do that. Stall warning, max speed, engine fire test, not going to do that. Radar is off. Fuel quantity will be set, so we're going to change that. Instead of kgs, we're going to set it. We're going to go to the menu page, and we're going to go to aircraft management, and we're going to set weights in pounds. We're going to go back to ident. And so also make sure our nav data is up to date. So it looks like, yeah, we're good. We're good. What aircraft is this? The MD-80, rotate MD-80. My autopilot for some reason is not following the FMC. Strange. Boeing 727, this is not the Boeing 727. I don't think it's a Boeing, yeah, it's not a Boeing 727. Yeah, it's the MD-80 made by Rotate, Rotate. So stall warning, yada yada. Fuel quantity, it's going to get that set up. So we're going to go up here to flight. And weight and balance, I think it's under. Payload weight. Total fuel weight, here we go. Alright, so total fuel weight is going to be 14,938. 14,938. That's going to be our fuel weight. So we should be good there. Total weight is going to be set for us. US Customs. Alright, so we're good there. It's going to apply changes. And fuel. Looks like it's good to go. Alright. Let's go and continue on. Master caution is checked and cleared. We're going to go up here to the flight plan. And we already got the flight plan filed. We're going to go and get the ATIS checked. So let's go down here and we're going to check the ATIS. So Philadelphia ATIS is on line 133.4. Hotel doesn't have voice for some reason. Information to hotel. Winds are 100 at 5. Overcast. Temperature 16. Altimeter 3009er. Departing runways 9er left and 8. Arrivals expect Atlas approach runway 9er right. Feedback all hold short instructions advise you have information hotel. Alright. So we're going to clear that. And we're going to go over to no, we're not going to go over to that yet. We're actually going to get actually no, yeah, we're going to get clearance here. Alright, so we are going to switch over to, looks like Philadelphia ground got off. Yeah, so Philadelphia tower. So we're going to go over to 118.5. There we go. Monitor for a bit. I think we're the only aircraft here. Yeah. And I think there's an arrival coming in too. Yeah, I think there's an arrival coming in. Alright. Let's go and get our clearance received here. Go ahead and actually just write this down. Radar vectors ditch. Alright. Flight plan should be filed. Let's go ahead and call up clearance, unless we got a PDC. No, we did not, so we're just gonna call up. Philadelphia Tower, good evening. Philadelphia Tower, good evening, American 318 radio check. Don't think my push-to-talk is working. Hold on. Push-to-talk key. Weird. My push to talk key for some reason is not working. I have to set it to something else. Huh. Weird. Oh, don't tell me that's gonna crash my sim. Are you kidding me right now? Please don't crash my sim. Yep, there it goes. Oh man, X-Plane really pisses me off sometimes. It really does. It really fucking does. I have no idea why it crashed on me. I'm gonna check the log real quick while my X-Plane starts. It's stuck open running, of fucking course, of course. Not X-Plane if it's not stuck running open in the background, or Steam still sees it as running in the background. Fucking fantastic. Alright, hold on. This is the only thing I hate about X-Plane, is you do something wrong, and well, it's not even I did anything wrong, it just crashed. It just didn't want to cooperate at all. That's one of the things I hate about X-Plane 11. X-Plane in general, I guess I should say. I can't wait till Swift comes out. I feel like that was just on Squawk Boxes. I really hope that Swift comes out real soon. I really do. I'm gonna check what the crash was all about, if it even registers it. Most of the time, X-Plane doesn't even register any crashes, so I would be surprised if it even caught anything. Guaranteed it probably didn't, or if it was Squawk Box that did it. Find out, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Does not say anything crashed my sim, it just... I don't know. Don't know, don't care. X-Plane needs to, or Laminar needs to find a way to fix that, because that is getting really annoying, or Squawk Box, you know, whatever. Because I hit setup audio, and for some reason that crashes my sim out of everything else, and okay. Makes sense, I guess. Alright, so we're loaded back in, or at least in the menu. Start flight. We gotta go through the loading screen, which is gonna take its time. Yeah, I just got the aircraft set up. That's the thing that's, I don't know, it's like that's the first time that clicking on setup audio in the Vatsim menu actually did that. I don't know. Weird. Like I said, next when you upset the sim one way, it's gonna crash on you. There's no recovering from it. This for some of the stupidest reasons, like setting up audio in Vatsim or for Squawk Box. So I think it was a Squawk Box issue. Like I said, I just can't wait for what's it called to be released. I just can't wait for Swift to be released. There you go through the fun part, loading. Alright, Diego, thank you for stopping by. Very much appreciated, man. It's gonna take a while to read the scenery files. Got some music playing, why not? What happened? Well, I was trying to fix my Vatsim error, because my push to talk button wasn't working. I hit setup audio, and X-Wing decided to crash on me. Like always, yep. And that is definitely one of the major issues that Laminar needs to fix, is just they need to have a better logging system if possible. Or at least plugin makers, if it's on their end, then they need to make it better, but I don't know.
But I wanna get you to try being creative on canvas. Just to take your time and sit down, have nothing in mind when you start. Just have a good feeling and be happy and in love with life and the world, and sit down and begin playing. And if you feel good about yourself and the world, it'll show in your painting, and all these little things will happen.
I'm gonna explain, yeah. It's coming around now. Whenever it says finishing a synchronous loading, it's coming around. Yep, there we go. Okay. Press one more time. There's no shared cockpit file for the 747, yeah.
If you happen to get some of it down in here, who cares? We'll end up turning that
Alright.
reflections. We don't make mistakes.
Let's go and get our stuff up. I'm gonna try to speed through this stuff.
Just don't worry about it. Learn how to use what happens. That's the name of the game. It's enjoy. Really ought to enjoy what you're doing.
Okay, let's go up here. Find PHL, there we go. Open up the ground chart. And we'll open up the Philadelphia 1 departure. And find Boston. Just doing everything in heading select mode now. Oh man. Page 2, and then we'll get page 3. Then we'll get 1-5 right. Alright, let's just speed through this stuff. Best I can. Wow, we are really close to the ramp there. That's pretty close. Not the ramp, the terminal. That's alright, whatever. Alright, park brake is set. Battery switch is gonna be coming on. Igniter stuff. Alright, so stuff's good. APU. About the flight factor 757, I'm loving it. Nice. It is a great aircraft. It is a great aircraft. The aircraft not even, yeah, it doesn't even line up properly, but that's alright. Would you be down to smart co-pilot testing this weekend? Maybe. Probably be up for it, yeah, I'll probably be available. Alright, left and right, APU air is coming on. Pneumatic press check, cockpit flood, all stuff is good. Display intensity is going to get that turned up. There we go. And we're gonna log in to Squawk Box here. I'm gonna try something. Let's do something here. My push to talk still doesn't work. No idea why. I think Squawk Box in general is just screwed right now. My push to talk is not working at all. Let me see if the key binding, or if push to talk key. Well, guys, I guess we're not doing Vatsim tonight because the Squawk Box is having fucking issues tonight, and I have no idea why. That's just stupid. Well, no Squawk Box for tonight, guys. Or no Vatsim for tonight. Fuck it. I'm through with Squawk Box right now. It's not fucking working. I'm gonna have to probably reinstall it or something stupid like that to get it to work. Alright, whatever. Of course my views didn't save, so zoom out of all these again. Alright. No Vatsim for tonight. Okay, cabin signs, all that stuff's gonna get those on. Mirror sets are armed, display types are set, all that stuff is good, anything selectors and interior lights, pneumatic crossfeed valves are coming open. Air conditioning supply packs will be coming on to auto. And mostly any ice, that stuff's good. Yaw damper's coming on. Our switch auto. Good. Yeah, that stuff is basically good. Alright, let's go ahead and set the plane into pounds. Go. Go to flight management. And I think that's already set to what it's supposed to be. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's go ahead and resume flight. And that is loaded, so that's good. No Vatsim, no problems. Do you have scenery for Philadelphia? Yes, I do. It's a little bit weird on the parking spot that we have, but I fixed it last time before we started the stream, but yeah. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I think I get a higher quality terminal. I think there's an option for the higher quality terminal, but I didn't install it. But for the most part, it looks very, very nice for freeware scenery. Alright, new subscriber. Piffalaw. Hopefully I said your name right. Thank you for the subscription, man. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Let's turn the music down a little bit here. Just a tad bit. Alright, so it feels loaded. Let's go back up to the top here. Flight plan, don't need to worry about that because Squawk Box is not cooperating tonight. Flight plan, just gonna go and get the FMC set up. So we're gonna be departing. The camera angle's a little bit weird. Alright, that's a bit better. Alright, so I'm gonna be departing PHL. Philadelphia, and almost forgot we need to set up our navs in here. Let's go and set that up. So the navs, go and set that one. Go line. That's nav. I copy that, bring that down here. We'll go to route. So Philadelphia has been set, and we're going to be going to Boston KBOS. Drop that there. And flight number is going to be AAL 318. And the runway, I don't know what our departing runway is going to be, but we'll just leave that blank. I was one happy. Thank you for the subscription, man. Very much appreciated. What about Philadelphia City? No, I do not have scenery for Philadelphia City. And we're basically good here. So the runway, we're just gonna leave that as is. I think what we chose is gonna be 8. I think it's gonna be 8 for our departure. 9 or left, one of those two. We'll check out the airport diagram. So we'll leave the runway blank, and we'll activate that. We'll execute it, and we're gonna be on the Philadelphia 1. So we're gonna go to legs page, or we're gonna go to departures and arrivals. We're gonna go departures. We're gonna choose Philadelphia 1, and for the most part, might get 8. I don't know. Whichever one's closer to our terminal. Let's go Philadelphia ground. But I think we're around Terminal Charlie somewhere. I think that's where we're at. So we'll probably just get 9 or left, because where's 8? 8's over there. Yeah, we're gonna get 9 or left. 8's way too small. That's like general aviation, it looks like. So we'll get 9 or left. There's 0, 9 or left. We're gonna execute that. We're gonna go back to the route page. And we're gonna enter in our route here. So we're gonna go direct ditch, and we're just gonna vector ourselves there. So we're gonna go direct. Did that go in? Yeah, it did. Okay, I don't know why. Oh, it's a route disco. That's why. We'll clear that up later. And then we're gonna be on the Juliet 225 airway. We're gonna be on that airway, and then off the airway, we're gonna get off that by going to JFK, and we'll execute that. We'll go to legs. We'll clear up that disco. Can't do it that way. Nope. Okay. We'll just get ditch and pull it up there. Execute. No, it's not gonna work. Why is that not working? Do it here, maybe? Apparently not. So that's not gonna work. Vectors. I want to move this up to there, but it will not let me at all, which is stupid, but whatever. Alright, let's go back to departures and arrivals. We're going to go to arrivals, and we're going to be on the Roebuck 2, and we're going to be at JFK transition. We're going to be I think it was 2 or 1-5. I think it was 1-5 left is what they're arriving into Boston. Runway 8 is for commuter props. Yeah, that's what I thought. I fly out of Philadelphia all the time in RL. Nice. Philly or Atlantic City? Philly. Philadelphia. And I think the arriving runway into Boston was 1-5, right? Let me just check here. Yeah, 1-5 right. So ILS is going to be 1-5 right. So ILS 1-5 right. And let's see what the arrival or approach transit or the approach intercept is going to be. So Gardner, so it's going to be Gardner. So I'm going to enter that in. We're going to execute that. We're going to go to legs, and we're going to clear up any discos that we have here. So here, let's move that up. Execute. Or apparently you can't do that. Apparently you can't do that. I don't know why. You just can't clear the discos, and I don't know why. It's really pissing me off. Why will it not clear? After the amount of times I flew this aircraft, I've never... What? I'm trying to get rid of these discos, but it's not letting me at all. I'm not understanding this at all. After all the times I've flown this aircraft and got rid of these discos, this is now happening. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I'm probably about to switch planes or something. This is really annoying. Let's see if maybe direct will work. I don't know. I guess that's gonna do it for now. I'm on the legs page. I know how to do this aircraft, but it's not working. That's the problem. It's not clearing up these damn discos like it's supposed to. It's just not clearing up at all. It's not getting rid of these damn discos. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna use the direct. Just fine. I could do that, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Whatever. We're just gonna continue on. All right, flight level 230. Just set that in there. Fuel on board, we're gonna set all that stuff in, and reserves are gonna be 6.5. Cost index is going to be 100. It's not 1,000, 100. There we go. And we'll execute that. We'll go to takeoff page. We'll set 45 because oh no, that's outside temperature. Outside temperature is 16, so we gotta set that 16. I'm used to setting the flex temperature. Actually, no, I shouldn't have entered that, but whatever, it's alright. Alright, flex APR stuff is good. Gross weight, good. Alright, we're gonna execute that. We're gonna go back to the legs page, and yeah. So, let's go ahead and just continue on. If the plane breaks on takeoff, not my fault. Not my fault at all. So it's whatever, I guess. We'll see what happens. Alright, flight plan, all stuff is good. ATIS weather checked, clearance has been received. We're obviously out flying Vatsim, so don't worry about that. As alignment is set, required fuels on board, altimeters. The altimeter, I believe here was 3009er. Set that 3009er. Airspeed bugs are set, navigation radios are tested, flight instruments are checked, ATC frequency, all stuff is good, flight plan checklist complete. Before start, park brakes is set. Thrust levers are idle, APU air is on, pneumatic crossfeed valves are open, pneumatic pressure, PSI, air conditioning supplies will be coming off. Fuel tank pumps are as required, we'll get left, we'll get right. Pushback clearance has been received, we're just going to do it ourselves, so clear right, clear left. And let's go ahead and release park brake. Starboard clearance has been received, engine added system AB, all stuff's good. And let's go and get our pushback going. Where is it? Easy pushback, there it is. You can find it. Go ahead in here, we'll go and get the transit auxiliary pumps turned on so we have nose wheel steering. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this plane. I've never had this many issues with this plane, and the push to talk with squawk boxes, whole new issue. Whole new issue. Never ever experienced that before. And hopefully it's just with the plane. We'll try it next time when I get in the, we'll see if I get in the 747. We'll see what happens. Look like a different page? Nah, that's how it always looks in the MD-80. Is that the default MD-80? No, not the default MD-80. This is the MD-80 made by Rotate. Wow, that pushback script is very buggy. Alright, I'll pull the park brake, and we'll go and get the engine started. Now that we are pushed back and ready to go. Alright, we're gonna set that to both. We're gonna start the right engine first. We'll wait for the N2 to rise to 20%, and we'll introduce the fuel. Can you explain to me what flight level is? Flight level is basically, so flight level is the same as altitude. It's basically your altitude. So basically when ATC tells you to fly to flight level like 19 or 0, that basically means climb to 19,000 feet. So right as soon as you cross 10,000 feet, you're gonna get what's called flight levels after that. So you're gonna be, you're gonna be told to fly to flight level like 120, or maybe you'll be just told to say, hey, fly to 12,000 feet. I think usually the flight level really comes into play after 12,000 feet or 18,000 feet or something like that. After that, it's like flight level 340, 290, 200, so on and so forth. Alright, right engine started. Let's go and start the left engine. I think the generators are already on. Looks like they are, yeah. Yeah, it's 18,000, I think. I mean, I've heard some ATCs say flight level like 150, 160 and stuff, but yeah, it's usually after 18,000 feet when you get told flight levels after that. So it just also depends on the ATC and whatnot. Yeah, basically when he says flight level 200, he means climb to 20,000 feet. Basically all he's telling you. That's a map. Alright, left engine started. We are good. Anti-collision lights are going to be coming on. Actually, I forgot all of our other lights on, so I'm looking up at the top, like the anti-collision lights are up there. Anti-collision lights are coming on. There we go. Let's go and get the floodlights turned off. Wing lights will be coming on. Position and strobe will just be coming on. Position lights will just be coming on, I meant. And logo lights we don't need, so we're not going to worry about that. Anti-collision lights good. So after start, engine igniters can now come off. And that will stay on to both. APU buses will remain on. APU air will come off, and APU will now be shut off. Pitot heat static will be set to captain. Airfoil and anti-isos will be as required. We'll just leave that off for now. We're going to go ahead and close the crossfeed valves, and hydraulic systems, go ahead and get those on, and all that stuff is good. Alright, hydraulic system is checked and set after start checklist is complete. So we're going to go up here to our taxi clearance, and we're going to go and get the nose lights on to dim. Taxi lights are on. TRP ART will be set for takeoff. And we'll set our radar up later. At flight controls, go over here and check. So full left, check. Full right, check. Are good there. Flaps will be set. 15. It's just the APU powering down. Yep. And we're going to go up here. We're going to go ahead and get the supplies back on. Yeah, let's see what else we're missing. So flight recorder, don't need to worry about that. Park brakes, all that stuff is good. Alright, let's go ahead and reset our V speeds, because when you get the flaps down, unless they fix that, the flaps are going to be a bit weird. So, yep, there goes. Okay, yeah, I see there goes number change. So I'm going to execute that for the new, for our new V1 V speeds there. Go back to the legs page, and we're going to be direct to ditch. Get rid of that. And flaps and slots are checked. Aileron, rudder trim, stab trim, all stuff is set to 0. Transponder, we'll just go ahead and set that, because why not? We'll set that to TARA, and we're good there. Any ISOs as required, takeoff briefing performed, cabin report obtained, taxi checklist complete. Let's go and release park brake. Start edging forward. And we'll check our, we're going to hit the right That's the worst seat on the plane. Oh yeah, next to the engine. Yeah. The absolute worst. Alright, let's go to Philadelphia ground. So we're coming out. I'm pretty sure we're... Oh, maybe we're Bravo. Maybe we're on Bravo. Yeah, we're on Bravo. Alright, so we're going to make a right on Juliet, and then we're going to take whiskey. So we're going to take Juliet whiskey, or Juliet Kilo 6 Kilo whiskey. A little bit too much there. You know, we can just get right on Kilo from here, can't we? Yeah, we can. We can just get right on to Kilo. Do Kilo, then whiskey. Yeah, there's a few taxi lines that are messed up here. I think the default taxi lines are still here, but for the most part, they match up fairly decent, so not have to worry about that too much. Alright, let's go and set up our autopilot. Set it for 200. And then heading will be runway heading. So runway heading is going to be 087. And we're going to climb... Let's see, we'll climb straight up to... 50,000. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to set up to 50,000. Whoops. Alright, we're going to go up for 230. There we go. And we're going to set our vertical speed. Set for 18,000. And we'll go and set nav mode. Speed select. And we're basically good. Director's on. Autopilot is obviously not going to be coming on. We're basically good. Good. Let's go and set that. There we go. Alright. Sucks that FSX doesn't have free add-on. They have free add-ons. Just probably... I don't know. I mean, they have a larger community, so I'd assume that there's more to choose from. That's Tango. We got Kilo 5, Kilo 6, and then we got Whiskey coming up. Alright, before takeoff data is confirmed, runway heading is set, clearance has been received, departure and first fix is checked. You know what we forgot to do was we forgot to set our trim here. I always forget you have to do this like weird trim here. So center of gravity, I think it's always around 17, but we'll check that here in a bit. We're doing flaps 15 for takeoff, and we'll check our, let's go to takeoff. Center of gravity is actually 22. So we'll set 22 for center of gravity. And we'll keep on edging forward here. We're going to bring that black bar down to the green. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's keep on heading out. So yeah, you guys could probably tell it's been a while since I've flown this plane. So we got Kilo 5, we're going to go to Whiskey. Next plane has some amazing free scenery, but if you want quality aircraft, you have to pay for the most part. Yeah, that's true. The MDs are so complicated. Yeah, Joel, the MD 80s and 90s are pretty damn complicated, I must say. They're not the easiest aircraft to learn. I remember when I was learning this aircraft, man, it took me like 50 minutes just to get it started off the ground. Let's go and hold short. Alright, before takeoff data again is confirmed. Runway heading is set. Clearance has been set. Departure and first fix is checked. Engine igniter selectors are set. EOAP, I think that's this thing right here where we have that set. Engine wing anti-ice is off. Bank angle 15 degrees. Art switch is auto. TRP is set to takeoff. FMA takeoff. As long as make sure it's set to TOTO. Localizer failing. It's this localizer. Let's go and zoom out on our map here real quick. Go. Zoom out a little bit too much. Let's go to about, I think 20 should be nice, or is that 10? 20. Learning how to start, it took me forever. Yeah, the MD80 takes it's a lot of learning to do. Alright, let's pull onto the runway here. It is definitely a lot of knowledge to cram in for flying this MD80. So spoilers, let's go on arm. Stabilizer trim is set. Auto brakes will be set to RTO. Let's go and get our lights on. Right. Alright, lights are set for takeoff, and after takeoff, we'll get that ready to go. Alright, I think we're good to go. What's that error? What is that? Push to inhibit. Okay, I got that cleared. Alright. Rudder travel unrestricted. I'll set that to off. And rudder travel unrestricted, so I don't think that's really a bad error. Alright. Let's hope we don't crash into the ground, guys. It's been a while since I've flown this plane. I rushed this startup, so let's see what happens. What are your flaps set to? They're set to 15. Alright. We'll go and turn auto throttle on. Not paying attention, that's alright though. B1 rotate. Positive climb. You're coming up. It's really hard to see in the clouds here. Vertical speed is going to bring that down a little bit. Let's go ahead and get pilot on. Also go and throw VNav on. Go and start bringing flaps up. Center fuel pressure low. I mean, we shouldn't need to worry about that. I don't know why it's giving me an error about center fuel pressure. I'm bring flaps up all the way. This is the stock MD80. No, this is the Rotate MD80, made by obviously Rotate. They're payware group. That climbing rate though, geez. Trying to climb me up to 23,000 feet like right away, are you kidding me? Wow, okay. So apparently it doesn't necessarily follow the FMS. Ditch is what? Ditch is 18,000 feet? Well, that's probably why. Okay, there it goes. Nose is coming down now. Or I think I was just trying to slow the plane down, I think. Interesting way of doing it, and very interesting way of doing so. Set it back up 230. And our top of climb is right there, so that's probably why as well. Well, at least we didn't crash on our takeoff there. First learned the MD80 on FS 2004 with the Mad Dog model. It gave me a headache trying to master it. Yeah, MD80 is does give you a headache when trying to learn it. With everything scattered all over, this plane is like this plane was so rushed into production. It's just they put anything anywhere where there's something open. What's your cloud plugin? What do you mean my cloud plugin? NASA status Air Force Proud 95. What's your cloud plugin? What do you mean my cloud plugin? FS Cloud? I'm talking about FS Cloud. That's just that's not mine. It's just plugin I use for like group flights or try to use for like group flights. Let's go and get some of these lights off. We're at 10,000 feet. Where's the compass? You're talking about like the compass that sits like in the middle as like a backup compass? If so, I have no idea. It's another plane, so a lot of things you had to do that you don't really have to do in newer. Yeah, you don't have to do a lot of these things in newer planes. Now we're smooth sailing. Change the song. See the compass, there's a mirror on the dash. The compass is behind the first officer. Is it? And the first officer, what do you mean? Mirror on the dash. You're talking about in real life? You're talking about on the plane? I have no idea. Water? Is that water off to your right? Probably. Can't really see it now. There's too many clouds. And we're turning, so we're not gonna be able to see much right now. There should be water out there. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't know, maybe. Circuit breaker. Yeah, I don't think yeah. Is it one of those ones you have to pull down? No, I don't think so. I'm not getting anything. I'm not seeing anything yet. Maybe I don't know. Nah, it's just not modeled in this aircraft, I think. Yeah, it's just not modeled. And new subscriber, the Gamer44. Thank you for the subscription, very much appreciated. Yeah, it's just not modeled. Let's listen to the flyby. Flyby sounds are not really legit, as you could hear that constant buzzing the entire time. It's there in real life though. Yeah. Let me actually, I'm gonna look up a picture because I have no idea. It's interesting how it works. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about now. Yeah, I see. It's there's like two little mirrors here, for one for the captain, one for the. Yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about now. Seems solid though, yeah. How much was this MD80? Like 60 bucks, I think. Let me see what the exact price is. I think it was like 60 bucks, somewhere around there. Or 50 or 60. It was, yeah, 60 bucks, $59.99. Compared to X-Plane in stock, not sure if it's worth the premium. Well, I got this back in X-Plane 10. I've actually had this plane for some time. I've had this plane for a while. Madden Mobile Squad, thank you for the subscription, man. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Because MD is too damn high. I don't know. That's just how the sim market is in general. Everything sells around $50 to $60. I mean everything. I mean everything. Alright, we're gonna be coming up onto Hannah. So our descent doesn't start till around Ruiz, so Fex and Ruiz. So JFK is a transition, then we got Fex. Fex is 230, Ruiz is 210. Signed by ATC only, well, we're our own ATC. Adam Tixira, hopefully I said your name right. Thank you for the subscription, very much appreciated. So Ruiz, we're gonna try to hit Ruiz at 210. If you guys know me, I try to hit the altitudes at the lowest minimum instructed. Hopefully this... How long is this flight gonna be? It's only an hour 30 minutes, and we got pretty much a good portion of it out of the way. Yep, there we go, it worked. Alright, let's go there. Then all-in is gonna be at 17,000, Banky is gonna be at 16,000, Roebuck is gonna be at 12,000. I set Roebuck for 12,000. What airplane are you flying? The Rotate MD-80. Rotate MD-80. Alright, so that's gonna be at 260 knots, so that's already set for us. And that's the second page. So we're coming out of Roebuck, and we're gonna be on to Judy. And Judy is not gonna, okay, Judy's not gonna be set at any given height. So Jaina is gonna be set at 11,250 knots. Then we got Boxers, which is gonna be 8,000 at 250. Then we got Chairs at 6,000 at 220 knots. Then we got Tickman at 6,210 knots. So everything looks good. Everything looks perfect. Let's see if we can clear that up yet. No? Nope. Still not working. Whatever. Airplanes. Maybe my airplanes. Like, what's my next plane gonna be after this? It's gonna be this. Probably. I want the 747, but I don't have a checklist for it. Some Philly humor to pass the time. Check out Bennington Best of South Jersey LBI Tornado Recap on YouTube. I'm not gonna check it out now, but I'll check it out later. What flight is this? This is the first leg. This is Philadelphia to Boston. Wrong view. Set to 30? Yeah, it is set to 30. Okay. No, not really. You always fly like, I always fly big planes for short, medium to short legs. It's not that bad. I mean, if you actually look at real world flights, there's actually flights where they bring 747s on these short flights. If you look at Cathay Pacific, Cathay Pacific flies those type of routes all the time in their 747s, A380s, and all that. Or I don't know. No, they don't have A380s, but they do those flights all the time. They do those flights all the time. Same with FedEx. If you look at like FlightAware and stuff, if you look at like FlightAware, you'll see like there's 757s, 777s doing flights that a little 737 could do easily. There's a lot of flights that they bring heavies on. A lot of short flights, short to medium flights that they bring heavies out on. Quite a bit. Our top of descent's already coming up here soon. About 40 nautical miles. We usually get one or two good ones every summer, spring and or fall. If it's in the fall, they spin off of hurricanes. I flew MCO to CLT on an A330 not that long ago. Yeah, they do. Yeah, you'd be surprised on, these big, planes that are meant for, transatlantic and, Pacific flights. They actually do use them for short to medium flights. Hey, just joined us. Got done with doing a flight from Kona, Hawaii to LAX. Nice. Pretty long flight there. If I were you, I'd probably be passed out by now. One of them ripped the deck right up over my boss's house, and they had just put it in. It was pissed. It was pissed. I would be pretty pissed off too. All that work and just get it destroyed. All right, so we're coming up to Ruiz at 210. We're gonna go and start. Probably starting fairly early descent. Not anytime soon, but we're about 20 nautical miles out. Yeah, we'll actually get it. We'll actually go and start descent now. Just get a nice, smooth, and easy descent down. Nice, easy descent. You talk about long flight. I flew from Hawaii to Washington. Yeah, but a 5-hour flight is long for me. A 5-hour flight is way too long for me. That's actually gonna be a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and bring it back down 300. Garrett probably holds a record for a number of F-bombs dropped per minute by passengers. How the hell did you get to DC from Hawaii in 5 hours? No, not DC to Hawaii. I'm talking about Hawaii to Los Angeles is a 5-hour flight. The longest flight was JFK to Narita in Tokyo, 14.5 hours. Hawaiian Air Corps? 6 hours from Hawaii to DC? That doesn't sound that does not sound legit. That's like that's like a 10-hour flight. That's like a 9 to 10-hour flight. Hawaii to DC? Yeah, that's like a 10-hour flight right there. It would be cool if you could do a around the world flight. Yeah, I wouldn't do that though. Not me. I would avoid that as best as I can. I forgot to do was turn on the radar, but it was pretty clear skies out. I didn't really worry about it. Not really much we really see anyways. I only like landing and takeoff. Just verified Honolulu to DC is 9 hours and 40, yeah, and about close to 10 hours. About 10 hours. It would be cool if you could do, yeah, across the Atlantic. I only like landing and takeoff. Yeah, landing and takeoff is... That's kind of the reason why I stick to really short flights on like streams, because you know, the most part that you guys are most likely interested in is the landing and takeoff. So same here. Like you know, me being the pilot and whatnot, everything, you know, the cruise is boring. That really like, it's okay. I'll set it back 300. Alright, so after Ruiz, we got all in at 17,000 feet. Let's see if we'll be able to make that. We should be able to. Perfect. In real life, pilots get bored too. I'm sure they do. I am sure they do. Not be surprised. You ever do a MSI 2? I just uploaded an MSI 2. I have no idea what that is. What is MSI 2? The bus simulator? No, I don't do that. No, I don't do bus sim. I had such a hard time doing everything. Got a sick upgrade to LH first class 2 months ago. I like that whole flight. Nice. I've never flown with Lufthansa before. I've never flown any international. I've actually never been anywhere internationally. Always been in the States. My honest opinion, Lufthansa is WBA. WBA was that. You don't think he meant LH as in Lufthansa? I think he meant London Heathrow. And I mean, no, I think he means Lufthansa because LH is Lufthansa's. I think that's like their, you know, like short abbreviation or whatever. I think. Lufthansa was pretty bad for economy. They were late to the party in installing economy plus premium seating. Prior to that, legroom is the eco was horrid. I flew Emirates and Asiana this summer. Nice. Emirates is pretty nice. It seems like they're pretty nice. Better now. No Lufthansa. Okay, yeah. World's best airline. World's best airline. World's best airline. If we're talking about luxury, probably like Qatari Airlines or Emirates for like their insane, like half plane, half hotel system. It's insane. It's crazy. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty damn awesome if you ask me. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Coming up on 18,000 feet. Let's go and get the meters for DC, or not DC, Boston. And altimeter is going to be, not sure, oh yeah, 3014. A few flew Emirates from Dubai to Auckland. Very nice flight. Nice. Lufthansa first class terminal in Frankfurt was the coolest thing I've ever experienced. I've never seen that. I'll have to probably like look that up or something. Alright, Roebuck. Roebuck is gonna be 12,000. Flew Emirates to Dubai, and I'm flying Asiana this summer. I've never flown Asiana. Like I said, I've never seen an Asiana fly. I actually never seen the interior of like Asiana's like first class and all that. I've never seen those before. Be pretty interesting. Still gonna fly with JetBlue or Southwest and my bet Delta. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Delta. I think it's yeah, maybe Delta. Okay. Mabo Moki, I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mainly fly Alaska Airlines. I've flown American, I want to say twice. I flew on the MD-80 when I went to Chicago. I always fly Alaska Airlines. That's just what my family, that's just what we always fly, because, well, I live in Alaska, so that's like the main airline. JetBlue comes up here. I think Delta comes up here. I think American comes up here. I'm not sure. I don't think American comes up here, actually. Southwest, I don't think comes up here, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. I want to fly for Delta. Delta? Yeah, I guess. I've never flown on Delta before. Separate building, individual security, Mercedes S-Class chauffeurs, and... oh, chauffeurs you to the plane. Lots of YouTube videos on it. I don't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. No, that's nice. I'm not in Seattle. I'm in Alaska. I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. I am in Alaska. So, I fly a lot of Alaska Airlines out of here. But we always fly into Seattle. Like, you know, once we come out of Alaska, you always fly into Seattle or Portland, one of those two. And then from there, you go from the hub of Seattle, which mainly it's Seattle. Mainly, we always go from Alaska to Seattle. I've only flown from Alaska to Portland maybe 3 times, and that's it. So yeah. Joe Dunn, thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated, man. Oh shit, real deal Alaskan flyer. Yeah. I've flown on Alaska Airlines basically my whole life ever since I was little. I started traveling when I was around maybe 2 or 3 years old, and that's really actually what got me in aviation, just flying at a young age, really. All right, we're gonna go for Jaina. Jaina's gonna be at 11,000. Yep, I lived in Seattle for 4 years. Everyone flies Alaska. Yeah, Alaska's huge in Seattle. That's the main hub. Pretty crazy. Like, all you see it coming into Seattle and Portland is just Alaska Airlines everywhere. It's like both Seattle and Portland are just overcrowded with Alaska Airlines. Like, Alaska Airlines in Seattle has like 2 or 3 terminals just all to themselves, basically. It's pretty crazy. I was working at MSFT when Ballmer shit-canned Aces. Oh, yeah. I don't really watch it. I'm not a big hockey person, and I never really supported the Aces in hockey. It's just they weren't that good. They were decent in sometimes, but yeah. Alaska and Horizon. Yep, Alaska and Horizon are like the planes that you see a lot in Seattle and Portland. Actually, I flew on a Horizon Air. Alaska Airlines operated by Horizon. Q400, a Dash 8 Q400 for the first time. It was an experience to have. It was pretty awesome. The Dash 8s are pretty interesting planes. I love the Dash 8s. I don't know why, but I love Dash 8 Q400s. They were really nice looking. I mean Flight Simulator Studio Aces. Oh, I thought you were talking about like the Aces. Like I never really follow hockey, so I didn't know if Ballmer was like a hockey team or something. I was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense though. I thought you were familiar with like the whole hockey, you know, Aces, Alaska Aces hockey team and all that. I was like, I don't really watch them. Hockey in general, I don't really watch. Alright, so let's go and start bringing our descent speed back, and we're going to start bringing our speed back, which we were supposed to do a while ago, but that's alright. I'm going to bring back 250 now. Ballmer equals CEO after Bill Gates. Oh, gotcha. I don't follow up with. I do not follow up with, you know, Microsoft and all that. I don't follow up with the companies or anything like that. It's just Microsoft's Microsoft to me. I mean, of course I know who Bill Gates is, but the people that come after him, I don't really pay attention to them. Okay, let's go and set up the ILS for 1.5 right. Okay. What PC do you have? I have a custom-made PC. I bought all the parts myself, and I put it all together myself. Everything. I'll get the specs here in a bit. Just one moment. You should make your own airline or aircrafts to fly an X-plane. I could. I know how to do the retexturing and all that. I know how to do all that, so I mean, it's possible. Possible. Alright, let's go and set up our ILS here. I think you can do it in here, right? Do it in here. No, you don't do it in there, you do it up here. Alright. Let's see, course is gonna be 150. And the localizer is going to be 110.7. Your PC specs anywhere we could see Twitch profile? Yeah, it's on my Twitch profile, but I'll get it. I always forget to put it in my YouTube description. I always forget to do it. I don't know why. It's just, it always slips past my mind. Like, once I'm done with streaming, I just feel like either laying in my bed watching Netflix or something, or playing another game. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and get that done now. You know what I could do is, you know, we could always, trying to think and do stuff here at the same time. I could make a virtual airline, and, you know, if you guys wanted, you guys could join, but, I mean, it's up to you guys. I really have no problem. I mean, I got into virtual airlines for a while, but I got out of them, well, like, mainly, like Southwest and Alaska Airlines, and, like, I got into there for a while. They're pretty fun. They're alright. I mean, but after a while, they get pretty boring. In a sense, and you know, they just get boring. But you know, doing like a subscriber-based, you know, airline, that'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun to do. All right, let me pull up Twitch here, and I'll get all those specs, and I'll put it in my description. Yeah, if you guys want to do something like that, I'll be up for it. I just need to make sure that you know, see if some people will support it and do some flights with us. I'm totally, perfectly fine with that. All right, let me update the description of the stream, and I'll get all that stuff in here. Alright, the description should be updated, so if you guys refresh the, or you guys should be able to check, I think auto refreshes for you guys or something like that. You guys should be able to go into the description and look at the PC specs now. So insta weather updates, it's kind of scary. I think from Boxer, yeah, Boxers were 250 knots, so we're good. Alright, so Tickman is going, or Churs is going to be at 6,000. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a second flight because I got some stuff to do. I was hoping to get this stuff done earlier, but since the X-Plane crash and Vatsim and all that stuff not working, I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this flight and I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna end up doing another stream. I'm probably gonna play some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. But tomorrow, if I'm available tomorrow, because tomorrow actually you have to I start some school stuff. That's when I start my online classes and whatnot for the Fire Academy. So I may not be able to do it tomorrow. It might be, if I do anything, it's probably gonna be a late night stream. So yeah, tomorrow if I do end up getting around, it'll probably be a late night stream and I'll do the Boeing 747 for you guys. But for the most part tonight, I gotta get some stuff done for the online class tomorrow, before it gets late. I gotta send out some emails, gotta get some registration done and all that, so you have to get that done. So sadly, no second flight tonight. As much as I hope I would have been able to get a second flight in, but since X-Plane was not cooperating at all, change of plans. But yeah, we're gonna land here in Boston, get some stuff done, and we'll see what happens afterwards. Probably get some PlayerUnknown Battleground set up, and we'll probably stream that if you guys are interested in that. It's 12:35 p.m. where I yeah. 12:35 a.m. Well, yeah, p.m. Whoops. I was about to say, that's interesting. p.m. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's getting pretty late for some people as well. But I mean, good thing school's out though. I mean, if you're in either college, elementary, middle school, high school, whatever. At least school is out, at least for the U.S. I don't know about any other foreign like countries like UK or something like that. I have no idea when they get out of school or if they're even out of school, but assuming they have their freedom as well. Oh, we're passing our altitude there. Whoops, just going ahead back up.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
across Churs at 220. Oh yeah, I know you live in the US. You're on the East Coast. Right in the clouds. Alright. Let's go and get our lights on here. Turn those on dim for now. Alright, localizer is captured. Do another flight? Alright. I would like to do another flight, but I gotta get these emails and everything sent out. And then I'm gonna get some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds going. Alright, Rohawk is gonna be at 6,000 as well, and then we got Vectors, so... We got Churs, we got our Red Hawk, and then Tickman was at 260, or 210 knots at 6,000. Gonna check our fuel here. Yeah, we're good on fuel. Got a yoke for FSX, but I still need rudder pedals because it's a pain in the ass to fly without rudder pedals. Nice. Clouds are low tonight in Boston. Alright, so let's see. Go to the 1-5 right arrival. We are gonna have Swig at 4,000. So we're going to start sending for 4,000 now. We'll intercept at Swig. I'll start slowing down for 210 knots. Undo heading mode, there we go. Some speed brake. What plane is this? This is the Rotate MD-80. It's not the default MD-80, it's the payware one. I bought it back in X-Plane 10, and there was an update for X-Plane 11. Basically when X-Plane 11 came out publicly. Alright. Get to our landing checklist here. Descent. Stuff is good. Hydraulic systems, all stuff is good. That out. Get the flaps prepared. And we'll go and start making a left-hand turn. That was weird. Go and bring flaps down 1 notch. Alright, wait for the ILS and the glide slope to capture, or the localizer. Wait for the localizer to capture. Alright, glide slope is being captured now. Localizer will soon be with it. There comes the localizer now. And we are in the clouds. I think the localizer was moving a little bit there now. It didn't seem like. Alright, let's go and hit ILS mode. This is set. Okay, here comes the localizer now. And new subscriber. 24D2 Spooky for me. Interesting name. Thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated, man. So flaps are currently set to 11. Alright, capturing the localizer now. Set our heading. I think I asked you this already, but what's your favorite YouTuber? Depends on what you're looking for, or depends on what you're talking about, like what type of style of YouTuber. Comedy, I'd say Dashy Games. For flight sims, it's Cat Strader. Yeah, we'll get landing gear here in a bit. Alright, see the runway. Landing gears out. Top's coming down 15. interesting approach. Or rainy / foggy, I don't know. We're just in the clouds. It was just, like I said, it was really low clouds in Boston. ILS has us very crooked. Or is it? Yeah. ILS has us very crooked. We're gonna hand fly here in a bit anyways. Oh boy. Never mind, we're not hand flying anytime soon. I can't see. Can't see a thing. These clouds are the worst. Oh, there we go. Now we got visibility. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to hand fly. All right, we have the aircraft throttles. All right, we're gonna go flaps full. Autopilot's coming off. Alright, we have control. What plane are you using? We're using the MD-80 made by Rotate. Now we're gonna have a slight right crosswind here. Check. Gotta manage this crosswind here. It's not too strong, but it's not weak either. Gonna try to grease this landing as best I can. It's been a while since I've flown the MD-80, but thankfully it's not too bad. Give it a bit of I have to uncrab the aircraft a little bit to the left here once we get closer.
Glide slope.
No factor.
Glide slope.
No factor. No factor. Shut up.
Glide slope. 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 Glide slope.
Loaded.
Glide slope.
And we're down. Not a bad landing. 80 knots. Approaching 60, 60 knots release. Manual braking, and make a right when able. Not bad actually. I think I floated a little bit, but I don't know. Seemed like it was a pretty good landing, to be honest. I'd say it was a pretty good landing. Alright, well, welcome to Boston. Gonna make a right here, and then we'll head over to a ramp. Hurry up and land so I get a large regular donkey at Donkeys. Alright. Let's see. Got lights good. Go and get the wing lights turned off. Keep the ground floodlights on. How do I clear that? It's so annoying seeing those blink. You have rudder pedals to fly? I have makeshift rudder pedals, yeah. I have Logitech G27 racing pedals and a wheel. And I use the pedals because my my Cytec ones broke a while back. Clear left, clear right. Alright, let's go and get the weather radar turned off. Go and get our auto brakes set to off. And after landing, flaps are retracted. Actually, I hit my reverser button. That would have been bad. Alright, flaps are set, spoilers are retracted, engine igniters are off, auto brake is disarmed, radar is off, pitot heat static will be coming off. Airfoil and engine anti-ice is off, radar is off, editor lane checklist complete. Got the American ramps right here. And we'll definitely watch the replay back as well, so for those that want to see some extra views and whatnot, we'll definitely watch that back. But other than that, guys, that's going to be the flight for tonight. And for those of you that are going to be jumping out, apart from the replay, I just want to say thank you guys for, thank you guys for stopping by tonight and watching. The second flight I had planned tonight is not going to happen because I got some emails to send out for my school and stuff, and my online classes. Before I get sent off to the academy, so I will end in the stream right after the replays and everything. But if you guys will be jumping out early before the replays, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for the new subscribers that have subscribed tonight, and we may be back tomorrow because tomorrow is actually my first day, or the first day of my online course and all that. So yeah, get all that going. And I don't know, I'm probably not going to be available for maybe a whole month starting in July because I'm actually going to be at the academy at that time. Yeah, nice landing, bro. I'm going to get off because it's late where I live now. Not a problem, WFan Nation. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your night. We're going to take this ramp right in here. What course, what academy? I'm going for the fire academy up here in Alaska. I got to go up to Fairbanks, which is in the interior of the state. Literally, Fairbanks is right in the middle of the United States. Yeah, I was about to say United States. No, Fairbanks is right in the middle of Alaska. So I got to go halfway up the state, and yeah, that's my plans for school. And I only attend the fire academy for about a month for the first course, and then I come back. And then either get a job or go back for a second course. Fun. Yeah, we're going to hold it right there. Alright, once again, welcome to Boston, and go and watch the replay back, and we'll get the stream ending. So, again, thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys will be leaving early, again, thank you for the subscribers that have new subscribers tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate you guys keeping me busy in the comments and everything, and see you guys next one of that. So watch this replay and then end the stream there. And after all my emails and stuff, I get all my business stuff set out. I'll probably be playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So if you guys like watching any streams of that, I will be streaming that. Crab pretty nice coming in on the arrival. Frames are gonna get a little bit low right now. It's just, you know, doing all the loading stuff like that. There we go. See how smooth this lands. See if we floated. I want to see how bad the float was. I think it was like right before touchdown. No, that wasn't really a float. I wouldn't say that was a float. That was actually pretty good. The thing about the MD80 is the nose never wants to come down. The nose just always wants to stay up. It's so weird how the MD80 works. Very fun plane to fly though. Very fun plane to fly. Alright, that was really smooth though. A little bit off center line, but that's alright. Let's watch from a few different views here. Alright, I think this will be the last view here for us. I'm going to go ahead and just let the sim do its thing, process all the scenery and all that. Not that we're going to get frame lag, but just let it do its thing. Good now, hopefully. Be getting better here, but yeah. If you guys want to do something with the virtual line, just let me know. I can do something with that. But that, guys, I end stream here. I'm just gonna let the replay go through for the arrival. And as always, guys, thank you guys for stopping by. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and we'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow and tonight if you guys are available in the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Other than that, have a great rest of your night, guys. See you guys in the next one.
Where are you going? Going so fast tonight. Have you ever stopped beside the road to smell the rose of life? Take a breath now. Don't hold it in too long, 'cause you might end up missing out on life's short little song. She's saying, ooh, you've got one life to live. She's singing, ooh, you've got one life to live. Don't let